The Lord placed his servant Esther in a position of leadership as an instrument of protection. When Esther was crowned queen of the Persian Empire, she did not know the kind of destiny the Lord purposed for her to fulfill. Yet, she committed her life to modeling faithfulness, devotion, and surrender. Whatever God told her to do, she would obey. Esther's posture of dependence on God was tested when her cousin Mordecai informed her of Haman's hatred towards Jews. Haman's cruelty was nearing its zenith, and an impending genocide was on the horizon. Mordecai urged Esther to appeal to King Xerxes on behalf of the threatened Jews in his kingdom. This was a daunting challenge, for to enter the king's presence without being summoned was a risk that could end with Esther losing her life. Esther could have said, "I grew up as a slave, and now I am a queen. Why risk it all?" But she did not give in to fear or opt for self-preservation. Rather, she was impressed with the sense of the urgency of the moment. She heard God's voice of providence saying, "This is the way, walk in it." She had been called to the kingdom for such a time as this. Filled with faith in God's wisdom and carried by courage in his protection, Esther approached the throne of the king. By God's grace, Xerxes received her with favor and heard her appeal. Because of Esther's sacrificial service, an entire nation was spared. Esther's courage has inspired generations of young women and young men. The Lord ordained this young woman as an instrument of national preservation. The light of her legacy still shines and is needed now with ever-increasing urgency. My friend, God positions us where we are needed, when we are needed. We have been called to leadership for more reasons than we know. Like Esther, let us watch the times with a discerning eye and be willing to stand for the oppressed. Today, ask God for a servant's heart and trust his direction as best.